Hi, I'm Sarah Hayden from NCM Hub. I'm here at the Derek Hines 5K Flag Day race every year. And I'm here with Barnaby from Homebase to hear how Homebase has been involved and what Homebase offers veterans and veterans' families.
Yeah, so thank you for having me, and thanks for having us. This is the third year that Homebase has been involved in this year's 5K, and we have a great partnership here. They are involved with our Run to Homebase that we have annually. Amazing contributors to that. It's amazing what you can do when you have veterans come together to pick each other up. Homebase kind of does that in the way that we offer mental health care for veterans and their families, through resiliency programs, through fitness programs, through mental health programs. So it's just great to be a part of anything that gives back to the veteran community.
I remember there being some family-style programs for families of veterans. They take the whole family.
There is, yes. So it's not just the veterans themselves. There's couples therapy for couples. There are resiliency programs for children of veterans, spouses, any family member of vets at all, to be quite honest. It doesn't even have to be a blood relative. If it's someone that is considered family by the veteran, at Homebase, we consider them as family, so we will provide those services in order to support their veteran community.
Oh, that's awesome. So is Homebase a national program? I can't remember, actually. It is Massachusetts.
Yes, we are based in Charlestown, Massachusetts, but we are a national program. We help veterans from all over the world can come to us for our 2-week intensive care program. So we help veterans where they're at. They can come to us. And we also have other areas that we focus in on. We have operations in Arizona, operations in Florida, soon to be others as the years go by. So we are far-reaching as far as trying to bring in veterans that are in need of assistance.
Wow. So if someone is in need of some counseling or other types of help, how does someone get in touch? And also, can it just be a family member getting in touch about a veteran in their home, or how does that work?
People can go to homebase.org. Usually it would be better if the veteran themselves would reach out, so we would hope that family members kind of work with the veteran to kind of convince them to get the help that they need. It makes it a lot easier when it's the veteran coming to us on their own. We can offer support for the family members. If the veteran doesn't want to come in for themselves, the family member can try to get something for themselves. So there are avenues that are available for veteran and family members.
Well, it's so wonderful that you're here working with Derek Hines Foundation, because I think Homebase is an amazing organization as well as the Derek Hines, so it's great that you two have a partnership now.
Yes, like I said earlier, it's the third year, to my understanding, that we've been in partnership. Again, they've been an amazing partner. They really show up and support every year for our Run to Homebase. We try to make an effort every year to be here at the 5K run every year. It is an amazing atmosphere. This is my first time here, and I'm just amazed at the vibe and the feelings that are going on here. A lot of smiling faces. The weather could be better.
Yes, the weather could be better.
But the energy in the room is uplifted by the people that come here. So.
Yeah, wait till everyone starts coming in, then It really gets something.
Exactly.
Yeah. Well, so nice to talk to you, Barnaby.
Yes, thank you for having me.
Yes, thank you. Hi, I'm Sarah Hayden. I'm here with Captain Ibu.
Captain Ibu works.
Ibu.
Yep.
Yeah, I understand
That's how they all know me. Don't worry about it.
You're here from Italy, and
Yes.
you are with the 173rd Brigade, which was what Derek was a part of.
Yes, ma'am.
Why don't you tell me a little bit about that?
Yeah, so we come down every year now. It's just, I believe, the third year. We're just here to honor Derek, be with the family. We spend about 4 days. We bring paratroopers down. Some guys that serve in the exact same position that Derek was in, to just honor his legacy, be here with the community, and we find it great. And we hope that we can continue this tradition on, because it's just so valuable for everything we do.
I think it's amazing that you all come from Italy to honor Derek and veterans in general. I think it's just really fantastic. And you all run the race too, yes?
Yes, ma'am. Yeah, we do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's really wonderful. Now, what else are you doing while you're here?
Well, so this is the culminating event, but for the past 3 days, we've done family events, and actually there are some veterans that Derek served with who come and embed with us. So we get to be with them. Some of the younger guys in the groups get to learn from them what it's like to be, in combat back in the early 2000s and the differences that we see today. And then later on today, we'll do a dinner with the family, and we'll actually go to the gravesite and visit Derek's memorial. So
That's so wonderful. I was thinking today, it's been 20 years that for Derek, yeah, it's been, and I remember the bus from West Point going by down High Street. It was really impactful. It's a real
absolutely is. Yeah, the story behind it is a tragedy, but what's a beautiful thing is that what his family has turned this into is a legacy, and it's just so important to continue that on, and we're just proud to be a part of it.
Yes, thank you so much, and thank all of you guys for coming. It's really wonderful.
Battle hard.
Good afternoon. At this time, I would like to ask all that are already not doing so and are physically able to please rise, remove your hats for the presentation of the colors by the Middlesex County Sheriff Department, followed by the singing of our national anthem by Olivia Gustafson.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets' red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say, does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave? That's a pretty good way to kick things off today, ladies and gentlemen. Let's give a huge round of applause
for the U.S. Army coming in, performing that flyover today. That helicopter will be on the ground for about an hour and a half, so I know it's hard, but please let us borrow your attention for about 20-25 minutes here. But feel free, once they are all shut off, you can go over and take a look. So thank you to the 10th Mountain out of Fort Drum out in New York coming down and giving us that show today. Awesome. So it is a huge honor to welcome everyone to the 14th Annual Flag Day 5K. What a special day we have here. And a perfect day to run a 5K. What a great temperature. Hang out and celebrate this amazing country and our nation's heroes. Today, for those of you who are not aware, this is actual Flag Day, established June 14th of 1777. Initially, today we celebrate and commemorate the 250th anniversary of the United States Army today. So a really special day in so many ways. My name is Trevor Hines. I'm Derek's youngest brother and the president of the First Lieutenant Derek Hines Soldiers Assistance Foundation. On behalf of my family, it's an honor to have you all here with us today. And we can't thank you all enough for taking time out of your Saturday to be here with us in Newburyport, Massachusetts. And really to honor and remember my brother, First Lieutenant Derek Hines. So thank you all so much for being here with us. At this point, I'd also like to call and thank our sponsors, both on the right and left of me. Without them, none of this would be possible. Many of these sponsors have been with us for all 14 years of this event, so a huge thank you to all of our sponsors for all of their support as well. Additionally, a group I always forget to thank, and I'm going to remember this year, FMP, our rock star team that is in charge of everything you see going on here. Without them, none of this would be possible. They are an unbelievable team. If anyone is in this space and needs help, look them up. They are fantastic. And I would like to get, oh man, got to get a little emotional here, Megan. A special thank you to Megan Wood. She's been here with us for 7 years. This Flag Day 5K is her last helping us out. She'll be here. But a huge thank you to Megan for everything she's done for us. Also, like to thank the city of Newburyport. Without their support, this event would not be allowed to happen. And with that, from the city of Newburyport and the surrounding area, I would like to call to the stage Veterans Director Kevin Hunt. Grab that mic.
Thank you, Trevor. It's an honor to be here. It's a privilege in my job to work with veterans. Yeah, that's what I need. Make it a little better. It's a privilege to work with veterans. I get a chance to see them face to face, hands-on, and I see the money that you're raising today go directly to the veterans. I have the opportunity to see that help them. You know, you've heard it, we have a homeless situation with veterans. Money that you've raised today goes to putting up a veteran up in Salisbury frequently, maybe every 2 months for 2 or 3 days until we can get him into a shelter. The money goes to help a guy make a car repair so that he can keep his job. Sometimes just the $40 that you spent to get into this race, give them $40 and they are good for 2 more days. I'll tell you, the money means a lot. If we could gather all the veterans who have been helped, get them on the stage, they'd spill over. There'd be hundreds of them. They'd be all over the lawn. And if they said a collective thank you, it would be heard across the other side of the town. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Kevin. At this time, as we have done in years past, I would like to ask all veteran and active duty members in the crowd to please remain standing, while everyone else to please take a knee. Those of you who take a knee, look around. Take a mental image of the people that you see standing. At some point today, I ask all who are on a knee to thank one veteran, one active duty of our country. That is my ask to everyone down on their knee today. Please, these men and women deserve to be thanked for their service to our country, not just today, but every single day. To those who remain standing, on behalf of me, my family, and everyone in our foundation, thank you. You guys can get up now. While we are here today to honor Derek, we also use this day as a chance to remember all who have never made it home. For those who have not yet had a chance, please visit our newly created Heroes Walk that surrounds this field. The men and women on the banners that you see surrounding this field are all of the soldiers from Massachusetts that gave their life during the global war on terror. I encourage you all to go out there and take a walk through this beautiful tribute to thank those who never returned home. Read their names, speak their names, and thank them for their service. Sadly, Derek is one of thousands of names that are etched on memorials, monuments, and headstones around our country. Soldiers who were killed in action are immortalized, and they're forever young. Just as we honor Derek, and the heroes here with us today, so do we those who no longer walk with us in person today, but are with us in spirit every step of the way. Each year we like to use this event to provide a brief update of things the Foundation has been up to over the last 12 months. At this time, I'd like to please call your attention to the video screen for a video that highlights a few of the great events we have been a part of over the last year. From West Point, New York, to St. Louis, Missouri, and to Vicenza, Italy, we continue to spread Derek's story around the world. Really great stuff there. Just a ton of support. So many of the people involved in all of those events here with us today. I'd like to take a chance now in what has now become sort of an annual tradition, we also use today to recognize someone from the community who goes above and beyond their service to our organization in Derek's memory. It doesn't have to be from an ask from us. Often it's people who are just out in the community doing something on their own. Many of you know, as you just saw on the screen, that St. John's Prep has played a memorial hockey game for the last 17 years to honor Derek. What most don't know is who actually started that game. Excuse me. The man who started that game is hopefully here today. I haven't seen him yet. But at this point, he's probably not too pleased with me that I'm about to do this. So I really hope he's kind of making his way up this way. But Coach Christian Hansen reached out to my parents about 18 years ago in looking to find a way to preserve and honor the legacy of Derek at St. John's Prep. And he thought, what better way to do that than through a memorial hockey game? And you know, Coach Hansen has gone above and beyond the call to our service. That game has raised well over $100,000 over the last 17 years for our foundation. It has just been in a tremendous way to continue to carry on the legacy of Derek at St. John's Prep. Every generation of student athlete that goes through the school has been able to learn about Derek, meet our family, and it's just been so special. And you know, and it goes outside of the hockey game. A few weeks back, I got a text from Coach Hansen that he was down at training with the FBI at Quantico. For those who don't know, Coach Hansen can also be referred to as Lieutenant Hansen, as he is a lieutenant with the Salem Police Department. Long story short, Christian was able to present about our foundation, Derek's story, to his classmates. And you know, he does this all at no ask of ours. This is just something he is passionate about, and it's just remarkable. And I can't say enough great things about what he has been able to do to continue to spread Derek's story. So a great friend of mine, a great friend of the foundation. It's an honor to present this year's Mission 7 Award to Coach Christian Hansen from St. John's Prep Hockey. Did I get you? Here, boys, come on in.
We will not be intimidated. We will not back down. We've seen war. We don't want war. But if you want war with the United States of America, there's one thing I can promise you, so help me God. Someone else will raise your sons and daughters.
Captain Jamal over here. I'm the company commander for Battle Company in the 173rd Airborne. Standing behind me is some paratroopers from Battle Company. Every single day, paratroopers in Battle Company live and honor the legacy of those who came before us, those like Derek Hines. We just want to thank the Hines Foundation, the Derek Hines family, and also wish everybody a happy Flag Day, a special happy birthday to the world's greatest fighting force, the United States Army, and Battle High.
At this time, I'd like to ask the gentleman that you see in that video to please join me on stage. Active duty soldiers from the 173rd Airborne, please give them a warm welcome from the city of Newburyport. And at the same time, these guys are a little bit older and a little bit crustier. But I would like to ask the veteran members, many of these members that are kind of joined on stage with us from the 173rd that served alongside Derek while in Afghanistan, to please join me on stage. So this year, our 14th annual Flag Day 5K is a very special year, and I'm honored to ask all these gentlemen behind me to join me on stage. As this September, This September will mark 20 years since Derek was killed in Afghanistan. And pretty powerful to have this going on behind me, so I apologize, but 20 years, and it's crazy to think, here we are, still speaking Derek's name regularly. That in part is to all of you who are out in front of us. But even more so, we continue to speak his name because of the men and women who served next to him, his brothers, his teammates. These men, as well as the active duty men, and in the entire 173rd Airborne Brigade, have answered the call in tremendous fashion to never let Derek be forgotten. The support that we have continued to receive from the 173rd since Derek was killed has been amazing. Each year for the last 4 or 5 years, soldiers have flown from Vicenza, Italy to be here with us in Newburyport. And I have been lucky enough to return to Vicenza, Italy to hold a race with them. The commitment of the men and women of the 173rd, both past and present, to honor and remember Derek is unlike anything I personally have ever seen. To all of you that join me on stage, thank you for honoring your brother and my brother. Let me get a picture. At this point, I'm going to ask one of these gentlemen to stay up on stage with me. Many of you who were here with us last year had the honor to hear this man speak. But Colonel Mike Klepper was Derek's company commander while in Afghanistan, and he was with Derek on the night that he was killed. Many of you will remember his powerful words from last year, but I think it just, to show the kind of guy that Colonel Mike Klepper is, no more than 24 hours ago, this guy was in France, and here he is in Newburyport. Made his way here to be here to speak with us and share some stories about Derek. So, sir, the stage is yours.
Hey, is that working? Hey, thank you so much for being here. The way we spend our time is how we declare what's important to us. And so just taking an hour, 2 or 3 today to invest in the community, to invest in remembering one of our nation's fallen, to invest in remembering Derek, to invest in our collective legacy. Thank you. The way we spend our time, is that okay? Is important. So thank you. Thank you to the first responders for being here. Thank you to the volunteers for pulling this race together. To, I think you used the word crusty. We would prefer the word seasoned, right? Like fine wine. To the seasoned paratroopers of Battle Company, thank you for being here. Some of you have been here for 10 years in a row. You want to talk about men and women who turn out year after year. And some for the first year. This is my second year, so battle hard. For the youngsters, if you want to know what your Army looks like, it's right there. It's right there, and it is awesome. So for the 17 youngsters, you don't have to clap for yourselves. You just got to run really fast. Let's go. Thanks for coming, guys. I know it's a really long trip. There's an opportunity cost. For you to be here isn't free in terms of your time. Our Army is like just super, super busy. So thanks for being here to remember Derek. So in remembering Derek, I'll just sort of share just a few quick things. Derek was a fierce competitor that manifested itself in school. It manifested itself on the hockey rink. It manifested itself in war, in a way that's like a little bit weird to talk about here on this beautiful Saturday afternoon. Derek Hines was a warrior. And if you want to know, like, if you can just sort of think and imagine what that looks like, you've about got it. And he was a beautiful, warm, compassionate, wonderful young human being whose guys loved him. So thank you for being here to remember my friend Derek. And we should just highlight one last thing, that this is a race. Okay? And so if Derek were here, if he were here and he were at that starting line, he would be thinking, what's my pace going to be? Where am I going to finish? When you come around the hill and make the left, he'd be like, there's no sun out today. I'm going to gas it up and burn it down. Let's go. So if you're here to fun run, that's great. That is wonderful, and it is a wonderful sense of community. For us, it's a race. Let's go. Go Army.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Last point here before we get ready to run, and I'm actually tracking on schedule for once, so that's great. So just bear with me, get those legs warm. I know it's a little chilly, but as we mentioned, a good day to run. So at this point, I'd like to ask my family to the stage. I know Matt might be over with the helicopter still, my brother-in-law, but Steve, Sue, Ashley, Jane, Ann, my wife Carter, you are coming up. Let's go. So as I mentioned earlier, this year is a big year for our foundation, and I do want to just make note of my brother-in-law Matt was in charge of the helicopter, so he is over there somewhere. Ashley's never been up here, so it's a little scary, huh? So as a result of this milestone, this September being the 20 years since Derek was killed, we as a foundation wanted to do something really special to commemorate this anniversary, and what better way to do so as a nonprofit than presenting our largest individual gift since this foundation was created back in 2005. I said this was the part I was getting choked up on, and it's going to happen again, but as a family, we're humbled, honored, and proud to share that with this check, our foundation is going to go over $1 million gifted lifetime to date. Just absolutely amazing stuff. So much emotion goes into this for our family, and we just can't thank all of you enough, because without all of you out here, none of this would be possible. While we carry the torch, you guys are the ones, trusting us with your money to do the right thing. And I think as a foundation, I hope it is clear that even though we're an entire volunteer organization, every year and across all that we do, we try to run our organization as professionally as possible with the highest degree of excellence. I think, having an Apache helicopter probably proves that, in some ways. But when we evaluate our partners, the causes that our money goes to, we look for ones that hold those same values. And with that, I would like to ask Executive Director General Jack Hammond and COO Michael Allard from Home Base to join us on stage. On behalf of the First Lieutenant Derek Hines Foundation and our family, we are providing a donation to Home Base today, which in fact puts our contributions to them over $500,000. It is an honor on behalf of our family to present a check for $175,000 to Home Base today to continue to support the amazing work they do towards PTSD and mental health for our country's veterans.
Thank you very much, Trevor. And I want to just pass on my deep and profound thanks to the Hines family. You embody what's best about this nation. Your selfless service and caring and encouragement to continue with our mission is just, it's breathtaking. I've met the Hines almost 12 years ago, and I was deeply impressed at that time with what they've done and how they've approached, especially the Flag Day 5K. And as a recent transplant to the area, this is what New England is about. People coming together to help other folks. Every day at home base, we try and do our best to save lives. Over the past 15 years, we've cared for more than 45,000 veterans, active duty service members, and military family members from all 50 states, and we've flown them in from 13 countries. The funds raised and used to support our work saves lives every day. Every 2 weeks, 24 veterans are flown in from across the country or across the world for life-saving care related to post-traumatic stress and some of the mental health issues that you endure through your service. You know, as we look at those great paratroopers over here on our left, your left, my right, that's what we all look like when we start out. And then over 20 years or whatever, we start looking more like our seasoned veterans over here. Proud's the word I'm looking for. But what happens is, through that service, through the different exposures, blast injuries, and all the rest of that stuff, sometimes we don't get the care we need when we get out, and we need a little assist, and that's what home base is there for. One of our great experiences in the very near future will be unveiling our own flags at home base in recognition of Derek and his service and this amazing family. And we'll be setting up a memorial with those flags acknowledging Derek and his service and this amazing family. And so I want to just add my thanks here on this 250th anniversary of our Army to you, the people, for your support and keeping Derek's memory alive and supporting those who have served. So thank you all.
So that's all for today, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you. I think you guys have heard that enough, but thank you to all of you for continuing to allow us to put this event on. Honor and remember Derek. Honor and remember all those who were lost. Honor and thank our veterans, active duty, who are here with us today. As a reminder, please stay around and hang out. That beer truck has a lot of beer in it, and it wants to go home light. We will be here until 8 o'clock. The band's playing. You'll see my dad back up on stage. 1350 will be up here. And, you know, we stay down here. So please hang out. We'd love to see as many of you as possible stick around. And as you begin to line up today, I'm going to ask that you please head over to that exit over there, exit over here. But with that, we're going to leave you with some words from Derek himself.
All right, Hines. Talk about the shore that we're approaching.
Here we are, we're going to a shore. I don't know what the attendance is. Camp Cochran, we're looking at
7 August on Sunday.
Right now. Two old Army hockey players gonna work on rebuilding the country. Come on.
Alrighty, runners, on your mark, get set, go!
That's right.
Oh, wait, where are we? Oh, wait. Take off.
Blackwell, he'll be fine. It's you and me that we gotta
I'll let you listen to your music.
Fun ride today. I know that back.
All right, beautiful. Okay. Nice. Nice.